Alright, so today I will be discussing the redesigned 2025 Toyota Camry. So here it is on my screen right now. And honestly, I don't like the way it looks. Now I get it, looks are subjective, but I personally think the 2024 Camry, the older version, looks a lot better. Now, admittedly, obviously, the 2024 isn't going to be as modern on the inside, but exterior-wise, it just looks a heck of a lot better than the 2025, in my opinion. Like, I would consider the 2024 a good-looking car, but the 2025, in my opinion, is on the opposite end of the spectrum. I just don't like it. And I would compare it to a competing vehicle, which is the Honda Accord, and I feel that car looks just a lot better than the Camry. As you can see, which again, looks are subjective, but me personally, I just find the Accord a lot better looking of a car. And even on the inside, the Accord is pretty nice too. I'm not saying the Camry isn't. I've seen the interior pictures, and it's a nice interior too, just like the Honda, but unlike the Camry, I feel like at least the Accord also has a good exterior, which matters to me. So as you can see, there's this tool where you could even see how the Camry looks with different colors on it. If you want to play around with that you can always do so, and you can even build the 2025 Camry now. So here are some highlights, and I do like some of what I'm seeing on here, which is the miles per gallon up to 51 miles per gallon combined, which makes good sense as all Camrys are hybrid for 2025. And you have the available 12.3-inch display, which I also like, along with wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, which I don't care for that personally, but I'm sure a lot of people will like and appreciate that. And then you have your Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, all the good safety features and stuff, which I believe is standard for 2025 on all trims of the Camry. However, I'm not 100% sure about this, so don't quote me on anything. And speaking of more things I also like how they have all-wheel drive available for 2025. And even the horsepower ratings, it's really not bad. 225 horsepower for the front-wheel drive and 232 for the all-wheel drive, which is more than the Accord, as the Accord makes 204 horsepower, and the biggest downside of the Accord compared to the Camry is on the Accord, it's only front-wheel drive, whereas the Camry, you can get front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, which is a plus. Now you can see all specs, and here you can even compare trim levels and stuff. Look at all the features if you're interested in this car. Now let's wait for this screen to load back up, which it does take a while. Like, as you can see, even this color changing thing isn't working right now. Right now, I'll try it again once this website loads a little more. But in the meantime, I would like to talk about this Camry a little bit more. So, as you can see, here's some exterior pics. And as far as the rim designs, I do like it. However, one thing I do not get is a lot of these manufacturers on their cars are putting on larger rims with low profile tires, which I really don't like for two reasons. First off, being that the low profile tires will detract from the ride quality of the car. And second of all, the worst part of low profile tires, which I could live with on a sports car or a supercar for say, but on something like a Toyota Camry, this is unacceptable, is that especially if you're driving on bad roads constantly, these low profile tires will go flat easily on bad roads. So that is a big con if you get a higher trim of this car with the larger wheels. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. That if you're going for a higher trim of this and it comes with the low profile tires, you might want to get smaller wheels, especially if you're on bad roads all the time. Now, you can't really see much of the interior here. Here, they mainly emphasize the exterior. And it says where efficiency meets excitement, which is, they're just talking about optional all-wheel drive and stuff, nothing much. Here's the Camry XLE. And they added a heads-up display to the Camry for 2025, which is an optional feature that some people like. I've tried heads-up displays in cars, and they are pretty cool, but overall, I'd say it's a gimmick more so than anything. Whether you like it or not, that's subjective, because I personally do like the idea of a heads-up display. However, I can definitely live without it. As you can see, there's a video on the 2025 Camry just going through everything. I will actually
The new Camry is ready to reveal what every day deserves. Whether it's finding the perfect place for everything or living in the moment, no matter where you are.
Available panoramic moonroofs.
When the
Moonroof is
unexpected
definitely
occurs,
something nice that the Accord doesn't
innovative
offer.
tech like a
I'll go back to this. So as you can see, one other thing I always liked about the newer Camrys over the newer Accords is on the Camry you could get the available panoramic moonroof, which unfortunately they just don't let you do on the Accord. I will continue letting you guys watch this video.
no matter where you are. When the unexpected occurs, innovative tech like available traffic jam assist helps turn challenges into opportunities. So enjoy the electrifying drive of a hybrid powertrain that has up to 232 net combined horsepower and impressive MPG. And with available all-wheel drive, you can confidently seek out the one thrill that'll make your day.
So that's just a video on the Camry. And as you can see, they talk more about it, which I will go into some of these menus. Like as you can see, you have the great hybrid battery warranty, which being Toyota, I doubt you'll need that, but it's there. Basic warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles. Then you have a hybrid warranty for other components that are not related to the battery, 8 year, 100,000 miles. The hybrid battery is 10 years, 150,000 miles. So no cost maintenance plan for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Again, 8 airbags. So just typical stuff, connected services. You have your available digital key subscription, which I don't care for, but if you want it, it's there. You have your SOS button. And then, again, more subscription stuff that you can look into if you're interested. Subscription for a built-in car Wi-Fi hotspot. Now, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, which there's more stuff on it, like you have your proactive driving assist, pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, which I'm pretty sure is lane change assist actually. Again, not 100% sure. But as you can see, you can even learn more about the safety features of these Camrys or any Toyota really on this display. But let me try and go back to the other display we were on. It was here. So lane tracing assist. So you can see this. Wait, never mind. It might actually be lane keep assist, not lane change assist. So my bad there. But either way, it's pretty cool how you have all your safety features. Road sign assist, automatic high beams, just typical stuff in a modern car that will keep you safe. And then you have your audio multimedia, 12.3-inch touchscreen, which I'm fond of. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. JBL Premium Audio, which I have heard JBL systems in person in some of these Toyotas. My grandma actually has a RAV4 with it, 2020. And they are good audio systems. However, I wouldn't necessarily call it a premium audio system. But overall, it's still a good system. Sirius XM 3-month free trial, which you can pay for afterwards, just like pretty much every other new car. So here it's the trim levels: XLE, XS, E, SC, LE. LE, you have your trims here, and you have Toyota just talking about how they're planning on going hybrid, which Toyota, you can tell they're a fan of hybrids. They also don't seem too keen on being on electric cars, given that they're intentionally making EVs that are not that good and just not caring. Here, there's a financing special, 4.99% interest rate for 48 months, which makes sense because interest rates are really high right now. So I'm guessing 4.99% is a good rate in today's market. Expires April 30th. And that's for 48 or 60 months. Now let's talk about the trim levels here. LE, which is the cheapest one. SC, which is also more on the base side, but it's sportier looking than the cheaper LE. XLE, which is one of the more luxurious Camrys. I mean, the Camry is not a luxury vehicle, but I'll admit in higher trims, they do get pretty nice on the inside. But that's most mainstream vehicles, especially because some of these people who are looking at top trim mainstream vehicles might also be looking at bottom trim luxury vehicles. So there's that too. And then you have the XSC, which is the highest trim. Now, sport tuned suspension, it says for the XSC. I would like to know what that actually accomplishes, but in order to determine that, I imagine you would just have to test these cars for yourself. And if you're interested, you can see more features of each trims. Now, I will go into the configurator for build and price. Now, one thing I did find interesting is a car reviewer who was reviewing this Camry said that this new Camry drives almost as well as a Lexus, which I don't know if that's entirely true. However, I don't think I would be shocked if it is true. True, but at the same time, I'd be kind of impressed. And you just never know till you test the car out for yourself. Now, as you can see, we have your 4 trims. And I think I'll just try and build one of each trim, starting with the LE just to see what it's like. So as you can see on the LE, you have your colors. You can see what color you like. I think for me, the colors I'm the most fond of, I'd say are Underground, Reservoir Blue, Midnight Black Metallic, and Celestial Silver Metallic. I think on the LE, the Celestial Silver especially looks good because it's a lighter colored rim with a lighter colored car. But I think if you want something that's unique and different, then Ocean Gem probably is your way to go, as there are not a lot of cars in that type of color. But for now, I'll pick Celestial Silver Metallic. Now, interior, which this is the interior on the LE, so it's honestly for base model, it is a fairly nice interior. I'll give Toyota that. I think on the new Camry, they're doing great with the interior of it. And it's definitely a step up from the previous 2024, for which, unfortunately, I did not pull up a picture of. But you can always search up what the interior looks like. So as you can see, that's what it looks like. Then you have black cloth, boulder cloth, which is a lighter gray, so that's for you to choose which you prefer. I'll leave it at black for now. Again, on the LE, there's front wheel drive and all wheel drive. I'll put in all wheel drive for now, and then you obviously have your different packages, which is your cold weather package, which you have your convenience package, which only way to get cold weather package if you add your convenience package. You can see what these features have. And one thing that is nice to see is that even on the basic LE, you could get a power tilt sunroof now. It's not panoramic, but it's something. And then you have your accessory selections too. So that's the LE, which the LE is really going to be for someone who isn't looking to spend a lot of money, but they also don't care to get a lot of the luxury equipment that the higher versions have. Next, I'm moving on to the SE, which I think the SE, with the blackout accents and the black wheels in red, it just looks pretty good, so I'll leave that. The SE interior, you get synthetic leather instead of cloth, which I believe the XLE and XSE have genuine leather interiors. And as we just went over, the LE has a cloth interior, so the SE might actually be the only trim with the synthetic leather interior. So if you like that, then SE is your trim. And then again, you have your black boulder options. Again, SE, optional front wheel drive and all wheel drive, so you have the option of both. And then same packages, convenience, cold weather, moonroof as the LE. However, you can add on a multimedia package, which isn't available on the LE, which all that really does is give you a bigger display. However, you have to buy the convenience package to get that. Which, that's the same deal with the cold weather package too. So with some of these packages, Toyota being Toyota, you have to buy a certain package in order to get another package. Which I don't entirely get, but I'm not the expert here. And then again, accessories, which I do want to check back to see if this is the case with the LE. I didn't notice it. But on the SC, you could actually upgrade to bigger wheels, which I discussed why I wouldn't want bigger wheels on something like this earlier in the video. However, if you don't care, there's that option. Again, just going to go back to the LE real quick, see if they have the upgraded wheel option. And no, they do not, which it's a base trim, makes sense. Next, I will go over the XLE trim, which I'm just going to leave the colors for now. I think you know how it works by now. Same deal, optional front wheel drive, all wheel drive, you choose. However, on the XLE, the packages are different. And of course, I wonder if these wheels are available on the XSE too. I'm actually going to add them on the XLE. I mean, it's not displaying but right now, which is the case sometimes with accessories. But on the SE and XLE, and I wonder if this goes the same for the XSC. We'll see later down in this video. But you do have those optional 19-inch wheels, which I'll admit they do look good. Now going to the packages on the XLE, because this is where the XLE being a higher trim differs from the SC and LE, because you get your premium package, which gives you even more luxury features that you wouldn't otherwise get on the SC and LE. And this one's actually the lowest trim level, where you can get the panoramic roof, which also that panoramic roof comes standard in your premium package, along with a bunch of other features. So if you get the premium package, you don't have to add it on. And you even have the premium plus package, which is pretty much the same thing as the premium package, just with a few more other safety features, which so you can even get lane change assist on the Camry XLE, which again, a feature I'm not a fan of, but if you want it, it's there. However, lane keep assist will come standard on all new Camrys. And again, accessory packages and everything. You all know how it works by now. But that isn't going to stop me from showing you how the XSC works. And again, you could see the details of all the trims and stuff if you're really interested in this car. And the XSC, I don't recall seeing this on any other of the trim levels, but you can actually get your two-tone roof. So if you see here, the LE, XE, XLE, and the display, it's all it's all one color. But the XSC, the roof is actually black, whereas on the other trims, it's the same color. And I'll admit, this car, honestly, as an XSE compared to the other trims, it does not look as bad. And one other thing that's interesting is XSE, you also get an optional red interior, which I don't think that's what I would choose. But if you like it, it's there. However, I'll just keep it like this for now. Again, same deal, front wheel drive, all wheel drive, you choose. And then the package on XSE are going to be the same as XLE, so I won't bother going over that. And you have these same optional 19-inch wheels that we saw on the SE and XLE. So for XSE, it's really so that's pretty much the new gen Camry. It's up to you whether it's something that you care for or not. But that's just my personal thoughts. And honestly, it's a good car. And most new cars are just good cars in general. So more than anything, I really think it depends on your personal preference. And for me, the Accord does a better job catering to my personal preferences. So I would choose that over this if I was in the market looking at mid-size sedans. But I think the new Camry is also a pretty good choice. So that's going to wrap it up for today. And hopefully I start uploading more consistently.